Tonight, we dive deep into the world of real estate to uncover a story so shocking, so absurd, it goes against everything you may read or hear about young buyers in today's real estate market. But I assure you, this story is real. And after you hear the conclusion, your view of what it takes to be a first-time homebuyer in 2024 may be altered forever. Join me as we look at Luzerne County's February real estate market report. The United States housing market in 2024 is as chaotic it has ever been. The combination of high interest rates, low inventory, and large buyer demand, pent up ever since COVID, has created the perfect storm, taking which was once the American dream and turning it into almost the impossible dream. According to a Bankrate financial security survey in 2023, 74% of U.S. adults considered homeownership an important part of the American dream. That's ahead of having children at 42% and a successful career at 61%. Yet today's challenging real estate market continues to keep many first-time homebuyers away. In fact, their share of the market last year was only 32% according to the NAR report, below the average of 38% and the fourth lowest share seen in more than 40 years. Not only did 2023 see a lower percentage of first-time buyers, but the ones that were able to buy a home were older, with the typical age being 35. For the last 2 years, first-time home buyers have been the oldest recorded in 4 decades. They need to save for longer periods of time and have struggled to have their offer accepted, as homes have multiple bids, and that's pretty common in this limited inventory market. These conditions have made things particularly difficult for first-time buyers, who have had to contend with historic highs in both interest rates and asking prices. This brings us to our main character. This is Nick. His identity is being withheld for reasons that will become obviously clear later on. While some of the names and places have been changed, the story is very much real. Nick is a typical late millennial wanting to buy a home. He is 29 years old and has done very well for himself. He went to college, got himself a degree, has a good job, and is doing very well. However, while everything seems to be going great for Nick, he's coming of the home buying age in 2024, where the American dream of homeownership has eluded him. See, Nick wants to live in Luzerne County, his hometown where he grew up, where his parents live. But currently, Luzerne County only has around 465 homes for sale. And while Nick has been flexible in his location, his parents' hometown of Mountaintop, he decided to consider other areas as well because of the housing inventory shortage. With only 26 homes being available in Mountaintop right now, Nick realized that he will have to make some concessions if he plans on getting into a home.
The issue is that anytime a reasonably priced home comes on the market, it sells on average in under 21 days with multiple offers.
See, Nick is an intelligent and savvy buyer who created a list of must-haves for his new home, and he is very realistic in his home buying search. He also created a budget that works for him and got with a reputable mortgage lender to come up with realistic figures to guide him in searching for homes that not only meet his needs, but also fits into his budget.
I feel like I have done everything right, and not to be able to buy a home in this part of my life is very discouraging. I feel like I was born at the wrong time. I don't know, maybe I should give up. After losing out on house after house, I feel like it's impossible to successfully get an offer accepted in this market.
Unfortunately, situations like this aren't uncommon. It's very difficult for a first-time homebuyer to compete in this market, especially when they're going up against cash offers, people relocating, maybe someone that already has equity in a home that they're selling, because those people can offer better deals, better terms, and higher prices. That sometimes makes it more difficult for these first-time homebuyers to compete with. So we're seeing situations where some buyers are losing out on 5, 10, 12 offers before they can finally get an offer accepted. However, Nick did not give up. He partnered with a trusted real estate advisor who educated him on the market and the home buying process, and with this newfound knowledge and some patience, Nick was still fighting for the dream of homeownership. Did Nick end up getting the house, you may ask? What Nick ended up doing was astonishing. He shopped around and found a lower interest rate which allowed him to up his budget ever so slightly. So when Nick and his trusted real estate advisor found a house that met Nick's needs, he and his agent crafted an offer that was in fact accepted. And Nick is now a homeowner.
It was a long journey with ups and downs, some disappointment, but in the end it was all worth it. Having someone to educate and advise me is what made a difference.
Do you have any advice for people in similar situations?
If I could say anything to the millennials and Gen Zers out there, my advice is to find an educated advisor as your real estate agent and don't give up. With patience, you too can find a house even in this difficult market.
While the housing market continues to be difficult for people in situations like Nick, there is hope on the horizon. Mortgage rate cuts are forecasted for the second half of 2024. Home builders are now catching up on housing starts. So just like Nick, the American dream of homeownership is still achievable with some resilience and determination. Have you found this video entertaining as well as educational? If you're looking to buy or sell in 2024, here's a video that will help you. If you want to see more amazing videos like this, please drop a comment below and let me know what you'd like to see.